Friends, we are very happy to inform you that e-modules are prepared for B.Ed program at Telangana by the School of Education, Osmania University under Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya National Mission on Teachers and Teaching Scheme MHRD New Delhi. It's indeed our pleasure to share with the teacher educators and the prospective teachers and get maximum benefit out of it. It's a first of its attempt by us. We continue to add many more such lessons to share with you all.
Hello friends, I am Reshma Hassan working as an assistant professor in Princess Dureshawar College of Education, Dabilpura, Hyderabad. Now today our new topic is 5E model. Let us start the introduction of 5E model. Let us know what is 5E model first. In a 5E model of instruction, students construct knowledge and the meaning from their experiences. Here we see that they are exposed to some new situation. Therefore, they create the meaning of that with their experiences. And this model was developed as part of the BSCS, the full form is Biological Science Curriculum Study, to improve the science and health curriculum for elementary schools. The 5E model is an example of inquiry based learning, in which students they ask questions, they decide what information enhances their understanding and then self access. Now before going to 5E model, we must know that what is constructivism, because the 5E model is based on constructivism. The philosophy about learning that proposes learners need to build their own understanding of the new ideas has been labeled as constructivism. As teachers, we expose our children to expose them to new situations where they develop their own knowledge and understand that on their own. Much has been researched and written by many eminent leaders in the fields of learning theory and cognition. Scholars such as Jean Piaget, George Hein and Howard Gardner have explored these ideas in depth. The Biological Science Curriculum Study, that is BSCS, a team whose principal investigator is Roger Bybee, he developed an instructional model of constructivism called as 5Es. Now there is one example to show what are these 5Es here. A convenient format to view constructivism has been defined by Biological Science Curriculum Study. In this model, the process is explained by employing 5Es. What are these 5Es now? The 5Es are, the first one is engage, second is explore, third explain, elaborate and evaluate. Now you see how it goes on like that. In a picture you can see how engage goes, what happens in engage, what do the students do in engage. The students are engaged with a challenging situation, prior knowledge is activated here and questions are provoked here, where in the first step or the first E, engage. Next comes explore. In explore, the students investigate the phenomena, prior knowledge is again challenged here and new ideas are created. The third E is explain. In explain, the students explain the phenomena, new knowledge is gained and applied. And elaborate, students apply their knowledge towards the new situations and knowledge is deepened and extended here. Therefore, this E is elaborate. Then comes the last E, evaluate. In evaluate, the students reflect on their knowledge and the learning process and the assessment is done here. So these are the 5Es of the 5E model. Now let us take each one and understand actually what the children will do. Now in engage in the stage engage, the students first encounter and identify the instructional task. Here they make connections between the past and the present learning experiences, lay the organizational groundwork for the activities and ahead and stimulate their involvement in the anticipation of these activities. Here we see they ask questions first. The main thing what they are doing here is they are asking a question, then defining a problem, showing a surprising event and acting out a problematic situation are all ways to engage the students and focus them on the instructional task. This was engage. Now next comes the second E is explore. What do the students do in this stage? In the exploration stage, the students have the opportunity to get directly involved with the phenomena and materials. Involving themselves in these activities, they develop a grounding of experience with the phenomena. As they work together in teams, students build a base of common experiences which assist them in the process of sharing and communicating. And here we see the teamwork is developed in them, the team spirit is developed in them. The teacher acts as a facilitator, providing the materials and guiding the students' focus. So here the teacher is always there for helping them and guiding them. The student's inquiry process drives the instructions during an exploration. This was explore. The third E is the third stage of the 5E model is explain. Here as the word says explain. The third stage explain is the point at which the learner begins to put the abstract experiences through which he or she has gone into a communicable form. So language here is plays an important role. They provides motivation for sequencing events into a logical format. Communication occurs between the peers. Therefore, here in this stage the students develop the communication skills and the facilitator or within the learner himself. Here the children also work in groups. The learners support each other's understanding as they articulate their observations and ideas. They also question each other and hypotheses are created here. The language provides a tool of communicable labels. These labels apply to elements of abstract exploration. This was the third E, explain. Here we see in elaborate is the fourth E step in a 5E model and it is the stage 4. Elaborate, the students expand on the concepts they have already learned before. Now they make connections to other related concepts and apply their understanding to the world around them. For example, while exploring light phenomena, a learner constructs an understanding of the path light travels through the space. So here elaborate is nothing but to know more about what they have learned. So they extend their knowledge in this E. Now the last one will be evaluate. It is the fifth stage and it is an ongoing diagnostic process that allows the teachers to determine if the learner has attained the understanding of the concepts and knowledge, whether they have achieved that goal what the teacher have decided before. So evaluation and assessment can occur at all points along the curriculum of the instructional process. Some of the tools that assist in this diagnostic process are rubrics. What are rubrics? Rubrics are nothing but quantified and prioritized outcome expectations. Here the other tool can be determined hand in hand with the lesson design, the teacher observation structured by the checklist, the student's interview also can be one, how a teacher can evaluate him, portfolios can be there, designed with the specific purposes, the projects and the problem based learning products and embedded assessments. Here when we say embedded assessments, many tools together to assess the child is called as embedded assessments. So here the teacher can evaluate the students in the last. This was the last E of the 5E model. Now sample lesson guide for teaching respiration concepts effectively using the constructive based 5E approach topic. Here I have taken one topic how we can use 5E model to teach this topic. Our topic is cellular respiration. The specific objectives for about this lesson will be, at the end of the lesson the students should be able to define the term cellular respiration, mention and describe the two types of cellular respiration, distinguish between the types of cellular respiration and mention and describe the two types of cellular respiration. They should also be able to explain what happens to some of the energy released in the process of respiration. And the last, one of the objective can be, they should be also able to state the use of anaerobic respiration in everyday life. Then let us go further with this lesson using the 5E approach. Now for this lesson, cellular respiration, in step 1, the engage phase, what we are doing as a teacher, what I am doing and what the children are doing. Here in the first phase, the teacher sets up problems to stimulate and focus students' attention on the task that will follow. One diagram can be shown to them how cellular respiration occurs. Then the problem must have connections to the students' previous knowledge also, and also to the objectives of the actual experience. Thus, the students are asked to list the characteristics of living organisms or living things. The second question can be, what will happen if a living thing ceases to carry out exchange of oxygen and CO2 gases. So, the questions are put to them so that their prior knowledge or the previous knowledge is activated. This was the first phase using the example cellular respiration. Coming to the second phase, explore phase. In explore phase, the teacher divides the students into small groups for the exploration. Here, teacher specifically assigns each group to investigate each problem. For instance, group 1 is asked to define the term cellular respiration and to identify the two types of respiration. Group 2 is asked to describe the two types or cellular respiration and how each occurs in a living cell. Group 3 is asked to distinguish between the two types of cellular respiration. Group 4 is asked to discuss what happens to some of the energy released during the process of cellular respiration. Now, the teacher gives each group instructions on what to do, ensures that the individual students in each of the groups has specific role and is active. They may want students to make demonstrations or do experiments also. So, here in this phase they are given some task and each one has to be active in that thing, and therefore the teacher also asks them to either they can demonstrate or they can also do experiments and explore it. Now, this was about the explore phase about cellular respiration. Now, coming to the step 3, the third phase, explain phase. Here the teacher creates a conducive classroom atmosphere where she determines the students' ideas before eliciting his or her own. The students explain and interpret the results of their observations through appropriate verbal repertoire with a representative in each group formed in the explore phase. The teacher engages students in discussion by asking them some of the questions like, explain your answers to others, or they may also listen attentively to one another's explanations, or they question one another's explanation also. So, these are the activities what the children are doing in the explain phase, and they may also listen to the explanation given by the teacher, then they can share their ideas with their peers in the group. So, this was about the explain phase. Coming to the third, now in explain phase, if we continue, it is a phase in 5E model. The teacher becomes active here for correcting the mistakes and completing the missing parts in students' findings before going to the next phase. So, which is the aim of this phase? Thus, the teacher introduces a topic and then they like cellular respiration and explain the concepts. Few points what she can explain here is the respiration is the process leading to the release of energy in living cells, which is extremely important for life. She may also explain about the two types of cellular respiration which are called as aerobic and anaerobic respiration, and then she also goes through the 3 stages of respiration like glycolysis, Krebs cycle and electron transport system. In the later stage, she can also explain about the glucose is broken down inside the cell without oxygen to produce alcohol, carbon 4 oxide and 2 ATP. So, whole of the thing is explained to the students here by the teacher, then they will be able to share their ideas or discuss about it with their peers. So, this phase is one of the important phase in the 5E model. Now, one of the picture of about glycolysis is shown here, how cellular respiration takes place for the students to understand it better. Now, next phase, the step 4 phase. Step 4 phase is the elaborate phase. Here the students are provided with activities and given opportunity to practice their new knowledge. Here they create new problems and suggest solutions also. This is just to extend what they learned in the earlier phases of the cycle. Now what they are doing here? They work in groups also in this phase. Students are asked to find out what is given off when they heat some sugar and pass the product formed through white anhydrous copper 2 sulfate crystals and lime water. So they should do this experiment and come with the result to the teacher. Then second, it may be to identify the local activities around their community in which anaerobic respiration process is involved. The third activity given may be can be state any 5 uses of anaerobic respiration in everyday life. Now the students work on these activities and the result is shown to the teacher. This was the elaborate phase. The fifth phase is the evaluate phase. Here the students are asked questions to reveal their constructed knowledge. You see, whatever they have learned now, they have to put it by asking them questions. Students may answer to oral questions here or make short written summaries also. So teacher can give them some questions of which they can answer orally, and they may also summarize what they have learned in a short written essay like thing. The teachers ask the following questions: give the meaning of the term cellular respiration. Second may be mention the 2 types of cellular respiration. The third can be state 3 differences between the 2 types of cellular respiration. Fourth question will be explain what happens to some energy released during the process of respiration. Last one, state 5 uses of anaerobic respiration in everyday life. Here they are tested. The teacher gives many questions so that, and will see that if the children are able to answer those or not. Now let us summarize what we have learned today. We have learned about the 5E model, which was developed in 1987 by the Biological Sciences Curriculum Study. It promotes collaborative active learning in which students work together to solve the problems and investigate the new concepts by asking questions, observing, analyzing and drawing conclusions. The 5 E's are an instructional model encompassing the phases engage, explore, explain, elaborate and evaluate. Steps which educators have traditionally taught students to move through in phases. At the end of the lesson, students go back to this chart to list what they have learned. Now assignment for this lesson can be prepare a model lesson plan using 5E on the topic blood circulation. The second question for assignment can be given as how is 5E's model useful for a teacher. The generally FAQs which are asked are what are the 5E's in science. So they are nothing but the engage, the 5 phases in the 5E are engage, explore, explain, elaborate and evaluate. The second FAQ can be why is the 5E model important? The 5E model allows educators to create learning experiences for the students which are unique. Teachers who can incorporate instructional models like the 5E model in their classrooms, they help the students build a strong foundation of knowledge through active participation. So here we see that in 5E model more of the active participation of the students takes place. What does a constructivist teacher not do? The constructivist teacher does not assume that children think like adults. Rather than making assumptions about what children know and how they reason, the teacher honestly inquires as to what children think and is prepared for surprises. So these were some of the FAQs, the frequently asked questions which are answered. Now in glossary part if we go, what is the meaning of constructivism? It is nothing but a style or movement in which assorted mechanical objects are combined into abstract mobile structural forms. Elaborate to work out in detail. Evaluate to determine the significance. Some of the web links are also given here for you to refer. Hope you understand the lesson. Thank you.